We're back in Greece today. Back in Crete, actually, because this is the secret third part to the Minotaur trilogy. This is what happens to Daedalus, the infamous architect, and his son Icarus, patron saint of stupid teenagers. This one is really sad, honestly. So, it just so happened that Daedalus was the one who gave Ariadne the string, which allowed Theseus to defeat the Minotaur. And of course, when grumpy old man Minos found out about that, he was not happy with Daedalus. He also had an empty labyrinth. You can guess what happened next. Yep, Daedalus and his son Icarus got imprisoned in the labyrinth. He got to take all his work stuff with him, though, because there was no way Minos was going to let him sit there and not be useful. And that was how they found themselves stuck, with nothing to do but plot their escape, with all the materials and engineering genius needed to make any plan they came up with succeed. Hey, I never said Minos was a particularly smart king. Now, in the end, the plan Daedalus chose involved flying off the island. He made 2 pairs of wings out of wax and feathers, one for himself and one for Icarus. The goal for those was to strap them to their arms or back or somewhere in that vicinity, go to a high point, jump off, and fly to freedom. They ended up actually getting out of the labyrinth and up to that high point where they could fly off of. Before they made the jump, though, Daedalus warned Icarus to follow him and stay at a level height. If he flew too close to the water, the sea foam would soak the feathers and make him sink, and if he flew too close to the sun would melt the feathers and he would fall into the water and drown. Then, they jumped. At first, everything was fine and dandy, but then Icarus's impulsive teenager ass decided to fly higher. And higher, and higher. Up high enough that he was way above Daedalus. He felt the heat of the sun, he was flying, and it was awesome. Until he realized he wasn't flapping wings anymore. He was flapping arms. Icarus, without any wax to hold his wings together, fell into the sea and drowned. He didn't pay attention, let his impulsivity get ahead of him, and paid the ultimate price. And in even more of a downer ending, Daedalus, super sad, and probably cursing all stupid teenagers, flew to Sicily by himself and never stopped mourning his son. Hey, I never said this one was anything but really sad. And that's it! If you like mythology or adult content, subscribe. If you really dig it, Venmo us a tip at Mythology-ForAdults just in case YouTube decides to smack the ban hammer down on this thing. See you next time!